Hello students, welcome to this final video of lesson number 8. After this we will see the exercises. In the last videos of this lesson number 8, I told you we came to know what is history, what is excavation, what do we understand by manuscripts, artifacts, monuments. These are the sources of history about which we came to know. What is a museum? In the very last video we came to know about what is timeline, sequencing. So we have seen up to sequencing. Today we will move further. So again, before I start, I would like to tell you all that what you have to do. Yes, you have to take care of yourself, proper care of yourself, not only of yourself but also of your family, your parents, everyone. Whenever you go out, wear the mask, sanitize your hand, wash your hands. I hope you all are doing it. Also, do your studies honestly, do your homeworks very honestly. I hope you all are doing it. So now moving further, we saw a question. We were up to here in the last video. How will we write the years for events that happened a very long time ago? How you will write the years or that event, year of that event that happened very long ago, thousands of years ago. How we will write? Is there any different way of writing that year in history? Yes, there is. What is that? Let us see. In history, we use the European system of counting years. The Europeans believe the birth of Jesus Christ as the most important event in history. What it is saying is, in history we use the European system, and the European people, they consider the birth of Jesus Christ, the year of the birth of Jesus Christ, as an important year, and that event a very important event. So they have started their calendar from that particular year. So the birth of Christ has been taken as the beginning of the calendar, which is the beginning of the calendar of the European people, the year in which the Jesus Christ was born. And that year, so the birth of Christ has been taken as the beginning of the calendar and mentioned as year 1. Which is year 1 in European calendar? The year in which Jesus Christ was born. The years after the birth of Jesus are called CE or Common Era, and we write the term CE after the year. What it is saying is, the years after the birth of Jesus Christ, we call them Common Era, and we denote, in short, we write CE. CE means Common Era. Suppose any year after the birth of Jesus Christ we have to write, then we will write the year, and after that we will write CE. That CE will denote that year is after the birth of Jesus Christ. And what is the full form of CE? Is Common Era. Now, what about the events or the years that happened before the birth of Christ? For events that happened before the birth of Christ, we count backwards from 1. The year in which Jesus Christ was born, we count backwards from that year for the events that happened earlier than the birth of Christ. And the years are called the BCE or before Common Era. Here the term BCE is written after the year to denote or to write the years or to write the events that happened in the year before the birth of the Jesus Christ, we write. After the year, we will write BCE. What is the meaning of BCE? BCE is short term. Meaning of BCE is before common era. That means before the BC means we also say before Christ. Earlier we used to say before Christ. You can see in the box here. Earlier historians used the terms BC or before Christ for events before the birth of Christ, and AD or Anno Domini for the years after the birth of Christ. To denote the years that happened after the birth of Christ, we used AD. Earlier we used AD. AD is for Anno Domini. And to denote the years that happened before the birth of Christ, we used BC. What is the meaning of BC? BC is before Christ. Earlier we used these two terms, BC and AD. BC for before Christ and AD for Anno Domini, that is after the birth of Christ. But what we are using here is CE. CE is for common era, means those years that happened, those incidents or events that happened after the birth of Christ, they are considered CE, and before Christ they are considered BCE or before common era. I hope you have understood. So the year in which Jesus Christ was born is considered the year 1. I hope you understood. Now moving further, if an event has been mentioned as 200 BCE, it means that the event happened 200 years before the birth of Christ. Suppose if there is any year mentioned as 200 BCE, that means how old that event is. If I ask you, if somewhere it is written that the event took place in 200 BCE, and I ask you that how old that event is, so what will be your answer? So let us see. If an event is mentioned as 500 CE, it means that the event happened 500 after the birth of Christ. Supposing something happened in 1000 BCE and now it is 2016, so now it is not 2016, it is 2020, it means that the event happened 3016 years ago. Do you understand the meaning of this? If you don't know, let me explain. Suppose I'm telling you an event occurred in 100 BCE, and I ask you how old that event is. So 100 BCE means before the birth of Christ, 100 years back, and we are 2020 years ahead of the birth of Christ. So 2020 years, we will add those 100 years, so that event is 2120 years old actually. In the same way, the example which is given in the book, if an event happened in 1000 BCE, that means it happened 1000 years from the birth of Christ, and we are ahead of, from the birth of Christ we are 2020 years ahead. So we will add those 1000 years. That means that event is actually 3020 years old. I hope you all are understanding what I'm trying to say. If you don't understand, you can ask me, you can comment, I will try to explain there. So now moving further, now you know how we come to know about the stories related to kings, queens and people who lived hundreds of years ago. You can also tell the different sources of history and how timelines show the order of events. Remember, CE is moved forward, CE is to move forward in time, and BCE is to move backwards in time. That we have seen just now. So in this lesson you have come to know how we come to know about the kings and queens of earlier times, many years back, hundreds or thousands of years back, how we come to know, and what are the sources, of our history. We have seen all these things, we have seen in this lesson. What is a timeline, what is sequencing, all this we have seen. And what is, just now we saw what is CE and what is BCE. CE is to move forward in the calendar, the this European calendar, and BCE means to move backwards in the calendar. So I hope you all have understood well in this lesson. In the next video, we will see the exercises. Before that, I will send you the question answers. And I would like you all to go through the video. Before going the video through the video, please see the book. Go through the book nicely and then see the video. If there is any question, any doubt in your mind, you can simply ask me. So okay, study well. Thank you.